After a mind-blowing fifth episode, will Foreigner Season 7 keep on astounding me? I unquestionably have high expectations. I watched the promotion for episode 6 and got back to the Authority trailer so that the whole season might be able to witness what could in the following episode. I could have even done explore on the progressive conflict, the things I accomplish for Stranger. Indeed, how about we audit them generally together to witness episode 6? I will begin with the name of the episode, Where the Waters Meet. It was actually somewhat easy to realize what this could allude to. On the off chance that you recollect, Claire and Jamie were positioned at Post Ticonderoga. The spot's name comes from an Iroquois word that implies the intersection of two streams. So where the waters meet, in all likelihood alludes to Stronghold Ticonderoga, and what occurs there. Going on with the summary will give us more information about this episode. The summary peruses, Jamie and Claire assist regular people with escaping Ticonderoga after the post falls into English hands. Roger finds the personality of the baffling Nuclevi. The initial segment of the outline isn't a shock on the grounds that the departure began toward the finish of the past episode. Obviously, the English won't relinquish the Americans rapidly. In actual historical accounts, after the Continental Army withdrew, gunfire was exchanged and there were a few casualties, but there was no official battle. The second part of the synopsis is about Roger discovering the identity of the Nuclevi. I have been talking about who this monster could be in my latest videos. To be specific, it is another time traveler visiting from the past, Buck Mackenzie. He was seen briefly in Season 5, and now a new actor will play the character. He probably found himself time-traveling like Claire, and when he ended up in Scotland, he wanted to see Lally Brock and the people living in it. That is why he has been watching the house and talking to the kids. I thought he would be revealed in episode 5, but he will be in episode 6. Now, let's look at the preview. It starts with this shot of boats. The next shot shows Claire and Jamie helping people get off the boats. So they are civilians from Fort Ticonderoga.
I still think about poor Walter, though. He was such a lovely man who went through a traumatic experience. I wish there was a way for him to run away as well. I should move on before I begin to cry. The continuing scenes of the preview show that they are hiding from the British. Jamie and young Ian are trying to distract the British while the civilians can run away. This is where Jamie and Claire might depart for a little while. In the official Season 7 trailer, there was a scene where Claire and Jamie were saying goodbye to each other. It's the same as the one in the preview. Their clothes and even the time of day are the same. Claire will stay with the civilians while Jamie and young Ian distract the British. The preview even shows Jamie killing a British soldier. In another shot, young Ian walks and Jamie is behind carrying something or someone. What is that? The next scene is Rachel speaking to a woman, probably one of the civilians. Rachel says, "I trust him." I don't know if she talks about Jamie, young Ian, or her brother Denzel. Then we see Claire and Jamie arriving at a camp with soldiers. Claire says, "This is a turning point for the American cause." As a history buff, I know what she's talking about. She's referring to the two battles of Saratoga, which occurred after the siege of Fort Ticonderoga. In the first battle, the American side loses, but in the second, they win, which helps them achieve the revolution in the long run. And these battles are seen as the turning points of the revolution, as Claire says in the preview. Then Jamie says, "Scotland will have to wait a while longer. I cannot leave the fight now." I knew Jamie would fight in the war, so this was not a surprise. But I don't know if the battles will happen in this episode or the others. The 8th episode of this season is titled Turning Points, so the final battle could be in that episode. Do you remember this horrible shot from the official trailer? It could be from episode 8. Back to the preview, Bree and Roger are looking at a map. I can't see the map's details, so I don't know what this scene could be about. There is an emotional Claire and Jamie scene. This is the same goodbye scene I talked about earlier. Then William is seen for a quick moment. He appears to be at a camp, making me wonder if he will fight against his real father. He probably will. Then more cute scenes between young Ian and Rachel. These two are in love. I'm saying. Then the trailer ends with Roger sprinting out of the house in anger. I'm guessing he sees the knuckle of the and is trying to catch it. I'm ready for the big revelation. Are you? For the next 3 episodes, we may see battle-focused scenes on the one hand and knuckle of the centered ones on the other. I am not ashamed to say that for the first time in Outlander history, Roger and Bree's storyline excites me more than Jamie and Claire's. Here, I said it. What about you? Do you like the 20th century storyline better than the 18th century one? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to Movie Review for more videos like this. See you soon.